It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it is showtime, everybody. Geno Jones. See, that's me. Geno Jones Showtime. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 out on the West Coast. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Hey, subscribe, share, like, click on the thumbs up, tag. You can tag the show, copy and paste the link, tag on everybody you know, folks you don't know, folks you love, folks you like, even folks you can't stand. Tag it to the MAGA folks to make their head explode. So tag, share, and tag everybody. Copy and paste the link and put it in an email or a text message. Like, and please leave your comments below. You see the comment section below. Leave your comments there. The show is interactive. If you're watching me live right now, Friday, we don't call it Friday, it's Friday. It's here. The weekend is here. Yes, baby, the weekend is here. So what do I mean when I say the show is interactive? You see where it says live chat? You see that right there? I think is it below or to the right? Well, you'll see it. It says live chat. So that means you can talk to me. You can chat with me. If you got a question, you got a comment, you want me to shout you out, you want to shout out, you want to holler at my guest, you got a question for my guest co-host, all that. You can start the conversation. You can join the conversation in my chat room. Jump in there right now. You'll see it. All right. Shout out to, we got new sponsors for 2026. Big shout out to Mayor Chardell Murray, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Murray's Mortuary. They have 3 locations here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area, North Charleston, and we got Johns Island, and I believe it's Johns Island, right? And Hollywood, South Carolina. I just want to, I want to encourage everybody that's watching all across the country. So basically, we got a almost 3,000 mile long winter storm, heavy snow, blizzard, freezing rain, which is ice storm, sleet, all that happening from New Mexico all the way up to Massachusetts, almost to Maine, and it is crazy. So you got parts from Texas, Dallas, a lot of areas in the South are either getting heavy snow or an ice storm, which is worse. You'd rather have 20 inches of snow than 2 inches of ice, because like an inch of ice, power lines are gonna just collapse, tree branches and if you know anything about an ice storms are actually one of the worst things that you could have, and especially in the winter. They're really worse than a blizzard, because you can plow the snow, but when that ice is packed, and then you got super cold weather coming on. If you just tune in, it's not the Weather Channel. I'm damn sure not Jim Cantori, but I just want everybody to be safe. Man, make sure that you, hopefully you have gotten all the supplies you need, because it's kind of late now. If you're living in some of those areas, Atlanta is predicted to get between snow and ice, then rain. So just north of us, Columbia, but Greenville, South Carolina, which is about 3 miles north of me, they're going to get a major ice storm. So anybody that you know, just please be careful. Check on your family. Lift them up in prayer. And stay your ass home. Stay off these roads. Because I'm telling you, this ice, I don't care. There's no wheel drive. Like snow, you can get like a 4-wheel drive. You know, you may have your big truck with, man, listen, that ice is no wheel drive, because I don't care what you got. Unless you got like one of those military Abrams tanks or something, that ice, you can't fight that ice. That's a losing battle. All right, before I bring my guest co-host on, I want to recap the week. Big shout out to the movie Sinners and the director, my brother Ryan Coogler, the brother that did and directed, brought you Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So he has done Sinners. It is, some people will tell you it is a horror movie. It is a vampire movie. Anybody that tells you that either are they're not in touch. They're not in tune with our culture, or they don't get it, because it is more than a horror movie. Really, it's beautiful, and the storytelling, and the vampires are just metaphors for. I could make an argument that vampires are a metaphor for current day MAGA folks, but I digress. But shout out to Ryan Coogler. Shout out to the movie Sinners. 16 nominations. They were nominated for 16 Academy Awards. Now let's see. That's cool. I get you the Academy. You know, everybody that votes on the Oscars, all the actors and directors, and that's cool. Now, how many are they gonna win? Because see, I know how you all have set us up. Oh, see, we're not racist. Look, it's a black film, and they got the most nominations of any movie ever. Yeah, but how many of those nominations? How many did they win? How many Oscars are they gonna walk away with? I guess. So now I gotta watch. We gotta watch just to see. So that's the hook. They said we gonna make you Negroes watch this year. We gonna nominate Sinners for 16. Nominated the movie. Give it 16 nominations. Shout out Ryan Coogler. Shout out Michael B. Jordan, who played these twins. So the main characters are twins, and he played both twins. It's amazing. Shout out to Delroy Lindo. I'm a big fan of this brother, West Indian Archie from the movie Malcolm X. He's been in Crooklyn. His brother's been in so many movies. He was nominated for an Academy Award, Best Supporting Actor. There was the sister that was one of the brothers' ex-girlfriend, a brown-skinned sister. Her name is either Wunmi Musaku. She's nominated for Best Supporting Actress, so shout out. And speaking of Best Supporting Actress nomination, Academy Award nominated, shout out to my girl Teyana Taylor. This movie, One Battle After Another. I didn't see that. Some folks are kind of dragging her, because they're saying, she was kind of like the modern day Halle Berry's character in Monsters Ball. And if you saw Monsters Ball, you understand. Folks was really happy about Halle Berry. This little sex scene. It was like, why black women always got to? I'm not going there tonight. But look, I'm happy for Teyana. But the sister that was in Sinners, Wunmi Masaku. Sister, her character, she was amazing. So I hope Sinners, I hope everybody that was nominated in Sinners, all 16 categories, I hope they take everything home. But shout out to Teyana Taylor for being nominated. Sister, singer, dancer, she is a talented sister. And before I bring on my guest co-host, the Queen is returning. Speaking of the Queen, yes, the Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Miss Mary J. Blige, is going to be saying, "Viva Las Vegas." Yes, Mary J. taking her act to Vegas. It's called Mary J. Blige, My Life, My Story, the Las Vegas residency at Dolby Live at Park MGM Grand. It's going to be from May 1st to May 9th, and then from July 10th to July 18th. So there you go. And one more thing, Jill Scott's new album, To Whom This May Concern, is out February 13th. Her new single, Pressure. Jill's she's a bad girl. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew, so Tyler Perry, remember Tyler Perry did the movie, Why Did I Get Married? Then he made Why Did I Get Married 2? And Jill Scott was in both Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married 2? Well, Tyler Perry's doing Why Did I Get Married Again? So it's like Why Did I Get Married Part 3? And Jill Scott's character is in the movie again. So shout out to Jill Scott. All right, I was talking about Queens. So returning guest co-host, ladies and gentlemen, radio star, full disclosure, one of my co-workers, my day job, Star 99.7. She is on-air personality, promotions queen. And speaking of queen, she is the queen, Miss Plus Size Charleston. She has been in full regalia as her reign. As a matter of fact, it was an incredible weekend, the King holiday. Every time I turned on the TV or got a notification on social media, I saw the Queen. So the Queen not she didn't have her court with her, but she has guest co-hosts. So my guest co-host has guest co-hosts. So without any further delay, ladies and gentlemen, bam, the queen. Bow to the queen, ladies and gentlemen. Kristie K. Love Baxter. Hello, queen.
What's going on, G? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. And so we got company, queen. You brought
We
company.
do.
Yes.
We do.
So let's
We've got some
introduce
fabulous company.
our other guest co-host.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Geno Jones Variety Show. It gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce a young woman to you that she saw a light in me before all this queen stuff happened, before all this other stuff happened. She saw Kristie, and I'm so thankful to her and to her organization, She United Empire, which focuses and specializes in acknowledging sisterhood, all women, but especially women of color. And it gives me so much joy, so much pleasure to introduce to some, present to others, Vanita Pooh of She United Empire. Hi, Vanita.
Hi, Kristie. Hi, Geno. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, Vanita, welcome. And who's the handsome young fella, Kristie, you got? Who you got with you there?
Well, actually, I was going to let Vanita introduce him, but we have King AJ. King AJ, I would definitely love for you to tell everyone about your movement and how you tie into this.
Hi, my name is King AJ. I'm a kid entrepreneur. I actually have my own bracelet business, but my aunt, she puts a spotlight on women, Black women specifically, and she invited me to come with her one day, and I went with her, and I thought it was very nice to see what she was doing, because I didn't know she was doing it until I saw it, and I got many ideas from what I saw.
Oh, awesome.
Young man,
awesome.
we're proud of you. So,
Yes.
so Vanita, that's your nephew?
Yes, that is.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So, give us a little backstory. And so you have a magazine, She Magazine, and
Yes.
I know we got some exciting news you do because your magazine has been online, but we are about to go to print. Is that correct? You want to
Yes,
tell me your
yes,
story,
we are.
please? Share
And
your
I'm so
story.
excited. Yes, so in March, we will have our first printed issue, that we're going to be launching live at the Black Expo, where Kristie K. Love, my girl, is going to be gracing the cover.
Okay.
Yes, that will be our first printed version of She Magazine.
So now give us a little background. So how long have you been? It's been a digital publication. So how long
Yes.
has it been a digital publication? And give us some more details about what is like the mission of She Magazine.
Okay, so I started She United Empire back in 2016 during a time where I was lost. I was a single mom and I was a mess. There was a lot going on in my life, and I lost my mom at an early age. So growing up, I had to stand on the shoulders of other women. So every time there was something that I needed, God placed that woman there to help me get through that season or to show me the way. And so when he brought She to me, he said she means standing on her experiences. So the experiences of those women that came before me helped me when I needed help. And that's how She became She United Empire. And the sisterhood became the sisterhood. And we not only just serve women, we serve young ladies as well, because when you're doing something, you should always pull somebody with you and not leave them behind. So She United Empire, our mission is to inspire, motivate, and ignite change in minority women and her girls. And every year I honor 31 different women and girls. So I do 29 women, and then I choose 2 young ladies that we bring along with us. And these women are women who've paved the way, and they don't have to be women who have it all together. So these women are not somebody that you would normally see receiving an award. These are people that I pray to God every year to send me their names, and He shows me something about them, and for a reason why they should receive this award.
I love that, and I love that She is actually an acronym. and each letter represents something. That is beautiful. So tell us a little more about the relationship here and how you and your nephew, and we'll get his feedback too, how you guys are working together.
So I was covering Miss Plus Size, the pageant, and I brought him with me to help me that day. And he just was so amazed by everything that was going on. And he really, my nieces and nephews, some of them know what I do, but he really didn't know the ins and out of what his auntie did. So when he came with me that day, he said, Auntie, I really want to do a fashion show. So I told him, I said, well, Auntie doesn't know anything about fashion, but I can put you in touch with somebody who can help you. So I reached out to Delman and I asked him if he would help my nephew put together his first fashion show because he's really into fashion. He's a very unique young man and he stands on his own. Whatever he wants to wear or whatever he wants to do, he does it. He doesn't think about what people are going to say about him. It's about AJ, and he's King AJ because he believes that he's a king, which he should, and he does everything of royalty.
I love
So
that, young
that's
king.
how.
So let me ask you, AJ, are you a designer, or you love fashion, or maybe both?
I want to be a designer, but I really love fashion right now.
All right. And how old are you now?
I just turned 14.
Wow. But you are, I thought, I, he's got a baby face, but he's got the maturity of somebody 18, 19. I thought he was like 18 or 19. Very impressive young man. Very impressive. My youngest daughter is a fashion designer. She just graduated from Columbia College, Chicago. She actually went to the Charleston County School of the Arts. They have a fashion design program. But actually, my grandfather, her great-grandfather, was a tailor. He was born way back in 1888. They called him Tailors in because he made suits, but he made everything. Suits, dresses for women. He could make a suit or dress from scratch in like half a day. It was amazing. So listen, if you can see it, look, if you can see it and conceive it, then you can be it. So I'm all Vanita, is the fashion show going to be a part of this event? You guys give us some more details about the fashion show and the I guess like a release party for the magazine in print form or being published. Because I love, these phones and tablets are really going to be like the bane of all of us. We always got these damn things in our hand. But I encourage, especially young people, it's nothing like picking up and holding a book, the smell of a new book or a magazine. Because as a kid, I always loved to read from encyclopedias and magazines and books. So I think it's great that you are taking, because I'm sure you'll still have your digital platform, but to get it published. And I know it's challenging. Publishing magazines is not easy. I know that. I know people that have published magazines. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
But tie us into the party, the celebration, for the debut of the printed version of She and the Fashion Show.
Okay, so on next Saturday, January the 31st, we will be hosting our annual She Awards, and we will kick it off with a pour into her hour, in which we come together. All of the honorees are coming in, and we're going to have an hour of pouring into each other, pouring into the girls, and just sharing our experiences. And then we're going to go into the program, but we're ending it with the Win Her Runway Tribute, which is the fashion show directed by King AJ and his crew.
I love that. So AJ, you want to tell us? You want to give us an idea of what all that we're in store for? Some things you can share with us.
So the fashion show, it's going to be closer to the end of the show, and we have a bunch of different models of all ages, some young, some older, and they're going to walk the runway and express themselves through their clothes.
I am so impressed with your nephew, Vanita. This
Thank you.
Because 14, I would have never thought. So AJ, listen, man, just continue on the path that you are, and continue to bet on yourself, to continue to believe in yourself, because there's one thing that nobody on this planet, I don't care how famous or wealthy or rich. I don't care how much notoriety, how many millions of followers they have on social media. There's one thing that none of those people can beat you doing, and that is being the best version of yourself. And you are on that path. Stay on that path. Don't let anybody, anybody else try to define you and who you are and your path. I always tell people, don't let somebody else's perception of you become your reality. You get to decide. You get to decide who you are, and it doesn't matter how other people see you. What matters the most is how you see yourself. Because the biggest enemy that many of us face every day is the person that we see when we look in the mirror in the morning. Because we get in our own way, we allow other people and their view of us, and they tell us, oh, you can't do this, you ain't. That's noise. Shut the noise down and continue to walk in your light and walk in your path and continue to believe in yourself and bet on yourself, because you can never lose when you bet on yourself and you put in the work. So I am very, very proud of you. K-Love, you wanna jump in here?
Absolutely. I have a question for Miss Vanita. Vanita, would you say that there was one single experience that pushed you along in establishing standing on her experiences? Was there one thing that gave you that push to go ahead and make it happen?
So this has been this year, 2026 is actually our 10th year anniversary. And I received a text message from one of my family members, my cousin's wife, telling me about just how you can be disobedient with God and not do what he tells you to do, which delays what you're supposed to do and walking in your purpose. So when I came back here 10 years ago, my faith wasn't very high because I was living in Atlanta. I had a 3-story house and I had everything. I had a good job, and all of that was gone in the midst of a ride home from work one day. And I ended up having to move back home and move into a room at my sister's house with my daughter and my son. And I just lost my faith at that time. And I would go to church every Sunday, and I would just go up there crying and praying to God, like, please just help me. And my aunt was my pastor. And one Sunday that I went up there, she put her hands on my face and she said, "You're a liar." And I was just so embarrassed because she called me a liar in front of the whole church.
Oh my God.
So I'm standing there and I'm crying and I'm just inside I'm sinking. But she doesn't even remember that it happened. So she called me a liar in front of the whole church. And that experience is what pushed me to get out of the mud and the mess that I was in. Because I was coming to God telling him, oh, I believe you, I trust you, I have faith in you, I know you're going to do it, but I really didn't believe him. That was a lie. It really was a lie. And he used my aunt to embarrass me because that's what I needed in order to get out of that. And she doesn't even remember. To this day, she doesn't remember it happened.
Vanita, I'm sorry, but finish your thought. But I got to ask you a question, because in that moment, because I could imagine a part of you, I know you were in the church, but a part of you, I'm probably was like, have you lost your mind? What the? So what, if you can, if you don't mind, if you are comfortable sharing, in that moment in real time, what was going through your head? And I could imagine what was it that you wanted to say, or how did you really feel?
I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe she was calling me a liar in front of the whole church. I couldn't believe it. But after I left that day, God really dealt with me, and he said, this is what you needed to hear in order for you to get back into who I told you you were. I needed to hear that I was lying to myself, and that I really wasn't honestly and truly utilizing the faith and the power that God had placed inside of me, because I was lying to myself. I was just coming up there and saying it, but I really didn't believe it. And it wasn't until that day that I was able to get up out of that and I was able to get a apartment for me and my kids. I got a better job. All of this happened within 2 weeks of that experience. All because I said, you know what, God, I am a liar. I admitted sometimes you got to deal with yourself. You have to be real with yourself. And until you do that, you honestly are lying to yourself. And I tell people all the time, you have to be real with yourself. Nobody else is going to be real with you.
Unless
You
unless
have
they got an aunt, unless they got an aunt like you do. I don't know, Kay.
she
I
doesn't
guess
remember it.
you respect your elders, but I can imagine probably under her breath she's like, "Is this? I know you my auntie, but this heifer done lost her mind. What the? You gonna front me off in front of the whole church? What are we doing?" But
Wow.
God didn't make no mistakes, as my mother says, and He
Yep.
knows. And Kay and I talk about it all the time because He uses us as vessels to speak to each other, Kay and I.
Yeah.
So and about being obedient, because when you use that word, Kay had a look on her face, and we both. I was like, that's a word
Yes,
that.
she knows obedience.
Yes, yeah. Being obedient, something her and I talked about, and I've shared that with her. Just but I use myself as an example. I mean, when the Spirit places something on my heart to share with somebody, and I do it all the time with Kay. Like I said, I have to be obedient, or if the Spirit places something on my heart to do for somebody, I do it, and it's done. I don't do it. It's not even, I look at it as I was chose to be a vessel to help somebody, and then to move on. If they don't appreciate it, then that's not.
Business.
Because it's hard. Because sometimes you help people, they don't appreciate it, or they go sideways on you, and because we're human. But once I realized that God is choosing you as a vessel to be a blessing to reach this person in that time, at that moment, that may be it. That may just He just use you in that moment, that one time, as a vessel, and then you move on. He moves you on elsewhere.
Right. Absolutely. Now I've got a question for AJ. Hi, King AJ.
Hi.
I've got a question for you, sir. So I heard you mention, did I hear you mention you also make bracelets? Did you say you make some type of jewelry as well?
Yes, ma'am. I do make beaded bracelets.
Well, tell us some more about your business, and do you make other items outside of bracelets?
I stick to making the bracelets, but I put a lot of time and effort into my bracelets. They're one of.
And what all makes them unique outside of the fact they're handmade by you? Is there anything in terms of certain style or type? Give us some more details about your bracelets.
I make them based on what people like, what I see that people like, and I customize them to what the people like.
What kind of materials do you use?
I use glass beads, wooden beads.
How long does it take on average to make a bracelet?
One bracelet, maybe 10 minutes at the most.
Oh, you good. You're fast. So is there a platform where people can go online and see your work or see your bracelets?
Not really. I usually will take pictures and send them to them, or get my mom to post them for me.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Mom, like, all right, I ain't gonna have my baby out there like that. Y'all got to come through me. You got to come through the mother to get to the son. I love that. Go ahead.
AJ, does
you want to say? I'll say something else or ask something else.
Well, I was going to ask AJ, does your beading business or your bracelet business, does it have a name or?
Yes, King's Beaded Creations.
I love it.
So if someone would like to get or see some of your work, your mom has a social media platform where your work, you want to, if she doesn't mind, share her social media platform, because I'm sure we got some customers out there, people are watching that would like to, as they say, what's the, not consignment, I'm thinking of like a commission, like an artist, when they want somebody to do a painting, say, they commission an artist, so they may want to commission you to make some beads.
We would love to be able to sew into your business, and I'm sure that because plenty of people are going to see this and they're going to want to sew into your business. So how can we do that?
So her Facebook is Crystal Foy Washington. You can look on there and you'll find some
Does
of
she
my
spell Crystal with a C or K?
with a K.
Okay. So give us that again, Crystal.
Foy Washington. Crystal
Okay.
Foy.
Is she what platforms? You said Facebook. Is she on any other platforms
Facebook.
displaying your work?
Just on Facebook.
Okay.
And her name is unique, so it's I'm going to spell it for you. It's KHRYSTAL.
Thank you,
Foy
Auntie.
is Foy is FAHIE, and then Washington is like it's spelled WASHINGTON.
I love that. Give it, Vanita, give it to us again. Give us that spelling again, because it is different. I like that.
Okay, first name is KHRYSTAL. Middle is F as in Frank, AHIE, Washington, WASHINGTON.
But it's pronounced, you said Crystal Foy?
Foy.
Okay, there you go. All right, beautiful. All right, AJ, is there anything else you want to tell us about your business? And do that. And two-part question. What school do you go to, and what grade are you in?
I go to East Edison Middle School in Somerville, and I'm in the 8th grade.
All right, high school. What high school are you looking to go into next year?
Ashland Ridge High School.
Okay, all right. I'm sure you have your eyes on some colleges.
I'm looking through them, but
all right. I didn't go to HBCU, but I'm always caping for HBCUs, because even though my college was great because it specialized in careers like radio and TV. But if I knew, because growing up in Chicago, we didn't have any HBCUs near us. But had I known about HBCUs, what I learned about HBCUs later in my life, had I known that when I was 14 or 15, I probably would have went to a HBCU, because I'm always caping for them. So, all right, Auntie Vanita.
Yes.
So once again, let everybody know where they can purchase tickets, how they can support you, your magazine. They can pour into it. I don't know if you are, speaking of commission, if there's some writers that might want to submit some of their work, some of their writings to your magazine. How can everybody reach out to you? Maybe some people want to buy some ads or do some media buys with your magazine. Give us that information.
So everything is on our website, and our website is she-unitedempire.com. So that's SHE-United, UNITED, Empire, EMPIRE. And if you go to events right now, we've created the She Support Her bundle. And with that bundle, it's a year-long support system for the organization. So what you get is the digital access for a year. And then you also get a copy of our first printed version of She Magazine. And then whatever month you purchase the bundle in. So right now we're in January, and our event for that month is the She Award. So whatever month you purchase the bundle in, you get to attend that event as a part of your bundle. And if there isn't anything going on that month, then you can roll the event over to the next month.
Okay, so let everybody know for the She event, they can purchase tickets online, or maybe, I don't know if they can purchase in person. I don't know if you've got some locations, remote locations where people can make a purchase, or if they can pay at the door. Give us the venue again, the time, and the magazine is it a monthly?
It's quarterly.
Quarterly. Okay. All right.
So again, everything is on the website. It's She-United Empire. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I share often about the event, about my organization. And then if you want to become a writer, we have ongoing writers. We have guest writers. We're taking ads. And if you just want to share and sponsor some of the things that we have going on, you're welcome to do that. We did partner with an organization We're going to be offering some training classes coming up. And then also, we're also going to be partnering with a hotel on Rivers coming up as well. And we're going to be actually opening up 60 rooms for veterans and homeless people within the North Charleston and Tri-County area as well. So I did want to mention that. But again, everything is on the website. Any donations, you can Cash App. We take Cash App as She United Empire, or you can do Zelle, PayPal, Apple Pay, 843-494-6773. And that is also my telephone number, and I'm available for anything if you need help. I'm only a call or a text.
Vanita.
It's 843-494-6773.
Wonderful. You're doing great work. So, K-Love, you're hosting the event. So that's next Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And where's it at again?
It's going to be at the Santee Cooper Auditorium in Mounts Corner. Is 1 Riverwood Road in Mounts Corner, South Carolina.
Y'all
And
going
if you look up the Santee Cooper Auditorium, the address is on there as well.
So they can, everybody watching live or watching the recorded version, you can go to your website right now and they can purchase tickets online, correct?
Yes.
And if they don't get paid till next Friday, can they pay at the door?
You have to purchase before you get there, but it'll be available up until 3:00 on Saturday.
Okay, so if you get paid next Friday, then you still, because the end of the month, I know I got it the end of the month.
Yeah.
Look, that's why I said that. Come on now, real life be life, and I get it. That little in between period, and folks are coming out all the money they spent for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. Well, they wasn't supposed to be spending any money, but I digress. That's a whole other story. So, Kay, go on and wrap it up for me, my sister.
Well, I just first of all, thank you so much, King AJ. Thank you for being on here, sharing your gift and your light with us. And I expect to see great things out of you, young man. I'm looking very forward to meeting you on next Saturday. Keep doing what you're doing, young brother. We appreciate you. And we see you. Keep it going, okay?
Absolutely.
And to my sister, Ms. Vanita, I just, again, want to take this moment just to thank you for seeing something in me. You came into my life right after, some things had really went left for me. And you helped to pull me up. You did. You pulled me out of the mud because I was at a point of giving up. I was. And you reached out to me and you poured into me. I don't think you even realized everything that was coming up out of you as you were pouring into me. So I thank you for that, because I do feel like I can honestly say that I wouldn't be the woman I am right now had you not been a part of my life. You have a great, 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 great part of the success that I'm walking in now. Seriously. I was so glad when Delman told me that you were going to be covering the pageant. And it's like to actually see you there and to actually hug you when it was all over. I think I cried on your shoulder. I don't know, because I was a bucket. I was a bucket of emotions after that thing was over.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
And Vanita, you didn't even have to touch her face and tell her she was alive, did you?
No.
No. Vanita, God didn't need you to do that. That's what he used Geno for.
Girl, I didn't get to tell you, but since he want to bring it up, the night before the pageant, the way that Geno got me together, oh my gosh. Like Geno is always very cordial with me. That's my Taurus brother. That's my Taurus radio brother. He's always very cordial with me, very chummy with me. Not the night before the pageant. Geno, the way that Geno spoke to me the night before the pageant, and it was necessary because I had gotten in my head. When you talked about disobedience, I instantly thought of the night of September 26th because I had attitude. I was frustrated. I was like, I don't even want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do it, but I don't even really want to do it. And he saw it. He saw it. We came on here live on his show, me and the other contestants. He saw it. Go to way Geno had told me off and had make no sense. I don't think he was supposed to do it quite like that. But when I tell you, he got through to me. And that man told me straight up, he said, I know one thing. When I come to that pageant, I better see K-Love on that stage or it's going to be a problem. And all I could say was, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I could, and I don't usually like back down like that when somebody come for me like that. I don't usually be like, well, okay. But that night, I knew not to play with him. But when I tell you, I stepped on that stage, and the first time that I heard, "Come on, Taurus, let's go, Taurus," I was like, you know what? He is right. Let me go ahead and do this thing. Let me go ahead and do what I
Right.
do.
Sometimes
So
that's what you need. Sometimes that's
absolutely,
what you need.
But Nita,
absolutely,
listen, I gotta be
absolutely.
honest. I'm like your aunt. I don't remember some of the stuff that I said.
Girl, I'm trying to tell you, Vanita, it was crucial. It was crucial. I'm
but
trying to tell you,
but
Geno
Vanita,
was
you know what I
not
told
playing
her?
with me.
You know what I told her? And she'll tell you. That's what we can laugh about it. I told her, and it would make sense because I don't remember everything I said, but what I
I
realized
do.
because I saw some things while we were on camera like we are now.
I know you did. I know you did.
And it hit my spirit and it disturbed my spirit and it was like, oh no, I got to reach out to this sister because
And
we
you
have
did.
developed a bond and trust and I knew that I didn't know because it wasn't like I had a script. I didn't know what was going to come out, but it was just my main thing was that you have come to first of all, you already got this. She didn't even
Right.
realize that she was anointed. Was that
Right.
I told her? I said you got to be obedient. I said this is bigger than you, Kay. You gonna win this pageant not for you, but
Yep.
what you will represent to so many other women
Yep.
who were, you know, in various stages of where you were.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So he is using you not for your glory, he is
True.
using you to be a vessel to possibly save somebody's life. So it
Yep.
was yeah, us Tauruses, yeah, we have passion. But it was on my grandparents that I love more than anything outside of my mom and my family. I just it was what I saw really disturbed my spirit because I know it was the enemy. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
we rebuke Satan. We ain't
Yeah.
doing this. Now I did cuss him out. I'm like, no, we're not doing it. I was like, no, we ain't doing. Okay, he ain't. He's not gonna win. We gonna run his ass up out of here right now, and I'm gonna stay on this phone until I know that at least she was in the right headspace. So
Yes, and that mission was accomplished, sir. Like you, I mean, you'd never been that forceful with me, but that let me know, like, really, in a sense, how far I had gotten away from myself, and it was fair. It was fair, Benita, because I knew what I was seeing. I knew that I felt that God was showing me about this actual pageant, about this actual journey, and I wasn't running to prove anything to anybody but to me, because I never would have thought a girl who was once homeless, a girl who was once sleeping in her car before it got repossessed, a girl who was once texting people, inboxing people, asking for help to pay for her hotel room, to help with food, to help with Ubers, could be a queen. I couldn't see that. So it's like when everything started happening, girl, we got up to the night before the pageant. I was like, you know what? This was fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it, right? But I'm just gonna be real, whatever. And Geno, he ain't lying. We got off of that live. I think within 5 minutes, my phone was ringing, and he started off real smooth. He the midday maestro, so he started off real smooth, and then the thug came up out of him. I was like, oh wait, who is? I literally took the phone from my ear and was like looking at it, because I was like, what's happening? But it was necessary. It
Yep.
was very necessary.
and it wasn't.
But I'm so thankful. I'm
Yeah.
so thankful.
But
I
see,
am.
but
I
Vanita,
am.
it wasn't me. That's the whole point. That's why she didn't recognize it because God, he was using me as a vessel, and he was not going
Yeah.
to let the enemy win because that was the
Yeah.
enemy, and
Yep.
she was so close. Like I said, I told her. She'll tell you. I said, Kristie, I said, you have already won this. You don't even realize it. I said,
Yep.
You did.
you have an
You did.
assignment. I said, and I said, you have to be obedient to God
You did. Yes, you did.
because
Yep.
Yes, you
he is
did.
bestowing this upon you because he's using you as a vessel. So
Yes.
I was, yeah. But yeah, it was just God was like, it's like I'm giving you this victory, and we are not going. I know we are not going to let the enemy snatch this away from you at the last minute, the night before.
Yeah. Yes, yes. And Benita, I got to tell you, when you talked about your aunt calling you a liar, she essentially said the thing to me, same thing to me. He didn't say, you know what, Kay, you a liar, but he clocked out and then back in on my behind. He was not playing with me. But when I heard you talk about that, it really made me remember that night. And it really made me remember how important it is to truly show up in the full essence of yourself. And when you don't do that, you are being disobedient. And I'm thankful for you. And I know that I can speak on behalf of myself and other women that you have honored through your organization. We appreciate you showing up in your gifts, for you being obedient, and for you telling the truth through what you do, because you are building up so many women, and I'm just thankful for you, and I'm glad that we stuck together, girl. I'm so glad that you are part of my life. So thank you.
And
Same here. I love you.
Thank you.
And you pour into me as well. So you're helping me just like I'm helping you. We're supposed to help each other. That's what she is all about, standing together.
Well, thank you, Benita, for being that vessel, being a vessel also, and getting her to that point, because you got it to one point, and I just made sure at the very end that the enemy didn't snatch her.
Yes.
After all that work you and everything God, did, I was just like, oh no, Satan, me and you gonna fight, but she ain't. No, you ain't. Yes. You're not taking this. You ain't taking her. She's already,
before King AJ goes anywhere, King AJ, I'm going to need to get with you Saturday. I need to order a bracelet. I like music. I love music. I love all kinds of colors and stuff. So I'm gonna need to get with you so I can get so I can customize my order. But I'll do that when I see you on Saturday. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Yes, and we encourage everybody to go to his mom's website once again. Give us Benita, give us your sister's a Facebook page so they can go there and take a look at his bracelets and put an order in.
It's Crystal, KHRYSTAL, Foy, F as in Frank, AHIE, Washington on Facebook.
All right, thank you. All right, Kay, give Queen, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media, because she's got great, and Benita will co-sign this for me. I love her little video shorts, very positive messages, or very real messages. Sometimes, she will give one of those little video messages where she's like holding your face.
Yeah.
Saying, the devil is a liar and the truth ain't in you.
I try to, remember that God gave me this voice for a reason. So I'm realizing that all the things I went through before is for the moments that I'm living through now. And what I can appreciate is that I always come across people that tell me, Kristie, you don't know how much you inspire me. You don't know how much you encourage me. I look at your stuff all of the time, and I'm like, wow, I really appreciate that. I've got a lot of beautiful things on the horizon, and I'm honored, and I'm so honored, humbled, and blessed to be able to share my life and my journey with so many people. So on social media, I do have 2 Facebook pages, but Kristie K Love Baxter, that is Kristie with a K, so KRISTIE K Love Baxter, and then on IG, Miss Kristie Love 511. 511, that's for the Taurus. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. Big Taurus energy. That's and right. On TikTok, I think on TikTok, I just Google in the search bar, put K Love, because I don't remember what the link is. I think it's Kristie Love 37 or something like that. But if you Google K Love, you'll see me. I think I have it changed to one of my pictures with my crown on. So but I do appreciate all the love and all the support. It means a lot to me. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Benita. Thank you, King AJ. Keep up the great work. I am proud of you. Shout out. They call me Love.
Lovey. Hey, Lovey.
You got to run it back, Lovey. And I want to shout out Angela. Hey, she said, hey, Geno. Hey, Angela. Angela, I met her and Janae. They visited the station. Shout out to Randy Grimes at Triton Tech College. And these are like some outstanding content creators and students. Angela and Janae, they are amazing. As a matter of fact, you'll probably see them, you know, guest co-hosting with us, Kate, sometime soon. Two sisters, they're the bomb. They are amazing. Just, and beautiful energy, beautiful spirit. Randy brought them by the radio station. I got a chance to meet them. So Angela's watching. She said, "Hey Geno," so I'm going to shout her out. Shout out Miss Lovey. They call me Love. We see you, Lovey. Happy New Year to everybody. All right, K-Love, thank you. We're running back next week unless they got you off somewhere in some parade in New York or St. Croix.
You're funny. You're funny. My next parade isn't until February 22nd, the Black Heritage Parade in Hollywood. That's my next parade.
Hey, shout out to Mayor Shardell Murray. Shout out to Mayor Murray,
yes.
Sponsor of the Geno Jones Show. So thank you, King AJ. Proud of you. Shout out to your mom and your dad, all your family. Vanita, thank you again, and just thank you for allowing yourself to be a vessel, to be a blessing. And in closing, as my mother has taught me, she said, Jeannie, when you allow God to use you as a vessel to others, your blessings will come down like raindrops from heaven, and that's why you have been blessed, you and Kay both. So just continue to be that light and continue to be obedient. I love when you said that, because K-Love and I both looked at each other at the same time.
Yes.
You go back and look at the tape, you see that look on her face.
You saw my face, but
yeah, she had that look on her face, and I had a similar look. Like I'm like, ooh, yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me. And my nephew, we both thank you, and thank you, K-Love, as well. And I can't wait to see you on Saturday. Make sure you're there at 5. I'm sorry, for the Pour Into Me hour.
Yes. Oh yeah. I'll be there on time, girl. I'll be there on time. I promise.
We go. Thank you, everybody. Kay, we'll see you next week. Thank you, guys. Go and get your tickets, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let me get back on camera here. Get that thing out of there. Get that background. Okay. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, as always. You know how your neck position sometimes? Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you. I should have got myself back on camera. So that little background, y'all weren't supposed to see that, but it's okay. That's the great thing about live TV. Hey, Angela, thank you for checking in. Hey, they call me Lovey. Thank you for watching, and everybody else that's watching live. Have a great weekend. Shout out to Mayor Shardell Murray, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Murray's Mortuary, brand new sponsors of the Geno Jones Show. If you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise, I'd love to have you. It's part of the Geno Jones Show family, or you can support the show financially via Zelle or Cash App. All right, that's use my email address, Geno Jones Show, Geno Jones Show at gmail.com. Geno Jones Show at gmail.com. All right, shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG. Kel be cutting up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her out on Instagram, on IG, lx.ncl_. Fashion designer, supermodel, all of that. And dancer, roller skate, ice skate, swimmer. She's just amazing. lx.ncl_. Hey, Angela, if you were still watching, hey, look, you and Janae, if you all can, reach out to me, because there was something important that I meant to ask you all. So reach out to me, and sometime it's the weekend, but if you get a moment, just reach out to me, and it won't take much time, but something important I wanted to ask you guys. So anyway, if you're still watching. Okay, everybody. Have a great weekend. If you missed any of the monologues from this week, any of this week's shows, as a matter of fact, you can binge watch all my back episodes from the last 5 years, all my great celebrity guests. but my monologues are fire. Please, please. And please don't forget, please, everybody, tell everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I only need like 30 new subscribers to become a YouTube partner. That means that my channel and my media company, YouTube, will monetize. That means I'll get that YouTube bag. Every month I'll get a check from YouTube. So, and all that depends on your likes, your comments, your views, your clicks, all the, copy and paste the link, you share it and tag it, and then more people click on and watch the show live or just watch the recorded version. That all helps my media company, but we're only 30 away from 1,000 new subscribers. So it's so important that we support Black-owned businesses and Black media financially. So you can either individually, personally, you can support it by using Zelle or Cash App. Zelle is Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Now, Cash App is not Geno Jones Show. Let me correct that. Cash App is $ Dad G Jones, all one word. $ capital D, lowercase a D, capital G J, lowercase O-N-E-S. $ Dad G Jones. Don't forget to leave your comments below in the comment section. Please click on the like button. Do that and tell everybody to subscribe. Please share or tag this show on any and everybody's page. Copy and paste the link and put it in a text message, email. You can copy and paste it wherever you want to. Hell, you can make a tattoo out of it if you want to. It's all right, as Heavy D would say, Janet Jackson and Heavy D's song, all right with me. Have a great weekend. We'll see you live Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please, everybody that's going to be affected by this major, horrible, massive winter storm, please be safe. And we lift everyone up in prayer.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.